Gemini, hi, welcome to my channel. So today we've got a Saturn moving into Aquarius reading for you. So Saturn's been in Capricorn for what, 3 years now, 2.5 years. It's been in your 8th house. 8th house is all about Scorpio, Pluto, death card, transformations, regeneration, any sort of addictions you've had to face, and if it's been unhealthy in any way, Saturn will force you to address that and work on it. If anything that you've been avoiding any sort of fears that you have, Saturn will make you face it. So that's what's happened to you in the last 3 years. You're moving into the 9th house now, which is about mental exploration. Saturn will force you to review your principles, your beliefs, your faith, your ideals. So a lot of people in this period will tap into spirituality, maybe release a religion that was forced upon them since childbirth. That type of sort of mental exploration and travel in the mind. Sagittarius energy is the 9th house. So that's what you're going into. So today we're going to do a Celtic cross, my version of one at least anyway. We'll clarify, get something out there. It's not going to resonate for every single Gemini, so do check out your other placements. Your moon, your rising and your Saturn placement could also prove helpful. Thank you for like, share, subscribes, comments. Everything helps the channel grow. It's doing fantastic. It's all down to yourself, so it's much appreciated. And if you want to reach out for a private reading, description box has all the information. Okay, Gemini, what do we got? One more. Page of Swords. Study. The Page of Swords can be about study. Maybe you start looking into philosophical subjects and really expand the mind. Let's see, let's get the rest out. Crossing you. Move to the matter. Recent past. What you want. What's coming in. How you see yourself. How others see you. And advice. Potential outcome. Okay. Bottom of the deck we have the 5 of Wands with the 3 of Swords and the Death card. Yeah, so you're coming out of the cycle of the 8th house, Pluto. You've unearthed a lot of hidden desires, a lot of hidden truths maybe have been brought to light with this torch here. And now we've moved into the 9th house, the 9 of Wands. Okay, so Page of Swords. It's a kind of investigation. I kind of feel like you're going to go into investigating the way the mind works, the psyche, the way you work. Crossing you as the High Priestess. I think a lot of you are going to be tapping into your intuition here. Page of Swords and the High Priestess together is my card combination for a very powerful, intuitive person, a very powerful psychic. The root of the matter is the Queen of Cups. I kind of feel this is you opening up to the divine now, channeling messages. You've certainly got, whoever I'm communicating with here, has got a real knack for using their intuition very effectively. The recent past is the 3 of Cups. There could have been a reconciliation, possibly with a lover, possibly with friends. I kind of feel like it's a gathering of minds, but I kind of feel like it's a regret, because I just don't think you might find that you start, because the 9th house, the opposite of the 9th house is you. 9th house is Sagittarius. The opposite of that is 3rd house, which is Gemini. The 3rd house is all about communications and siblings and that type of energy. can be communications and friendships and things to that degree. So I kind of, there's almost an element of regret here, I feel. Maybe the groups that you associate with are just not your groups anymore. Maybe there's just not enough in common. What you want is the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is a card of burden, and obviously you don't want to be burdened, but I kind of feel like you want to be coming down this hill. You know, you've reached the top, going through all that transformation in the 8th house, and now you're coming down the hill. And this is something you want. What's coming in is the Two of Pentacles. Balance. Juggling of the mind, juggling of the emotions. Because you'll have been through a pretty damn traumatic 8th house. The 8th house digs deep, 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 deep into the soul, and really has you address anything that's unhealthy, you know, in your life, and it'll bring it to the surface. So you're still recovering from that. You're still trying to find balance. How you see yourself is the Four of Cups, which is why I kind of feel like you're regretting this Three of Cups that's happened in the past. So there's maybe you're regretting some friendships, maybe you're regretting getting back together with a lover. There's an element of discontent here with you. Perhaps now that you're opening your eyes to the bigger picture in the world, maybe you're not seeing eye to eye with your friends, your partner. So I'm looking at the Two of Pentacles here, and she's facing down. I mean, don't get caught up in gender, but nobody is facing here. We've got the Page of Swords looking that way. Got the High Priestess, her eyes are closed. Got the Queen of Cups, her eyes are closed. Got the Three of Cups, they're all turned their back. Nobody's looking here. So I just don't see, I'm not getting eye contact with anything, so the message there for me is you're just not seeing eye to eye with your social group. But I kind of think it's because your mind is expanding. How they see you is the Nine of Swords. Again, they've seen you go through some major transformation. The dark night of the soul, possibly. And for a lot of them, they don't know how to deal with that. Your advice is the King of Swords. King of Swords is intelligent. He's on top of the hill here. He sees far and wide. So what you want is the Ten of Wands to come down the hill. Kind of feel like the advice is here. Just stay at the top for a bit. You can see everything from the top. So before you start venturing down the hill, make sure you can see everything that you need to see. Because the outcome is the Page of Pentacles, card of reinvention. The Fool is brand new beginnings, and the Seven of Cups is choices. You're going to have major choices to make in the next couple of years, based on how you deal with the path that you want to take. The Seven of Cups is totally different paths. You know, you can reinvent yourself any which way you want. It may involve you know, the King can cut out people as well. You know, he's got the power of the sword, similar to the Queen of Swords. You know, if it's not suiting you, you know, get rid of him. But yeah, I kind of feel like any friendships, stuff like that, where you're not seeing eye to eye, I kind of feel like you're just going to outgrow them. Take a leap of faith into the unknown. I don't think it's going to come as a shock to any of you that's gone through this, because the 8th house literally strips you bare. So you're coming into this with your eyes open now, and if nobody's willing to look you in the eye about these things, then you know, you move on. Okay, about 3 more. Beautiful. Death again, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Sun. You've gone through the transformation now. Now we're going from the 8th house of Pluto, of Scorpio, into the ninth, number 9, you're going to find yourself, you're going to become financially independent. You know, the 8th house as well is all about dealings with other people's money as well. So if you've done that right and you've come away the other side, you'll find financial independence for yourself, and you're heading towards happiness, which is good. Page of Swords is clarified by the Emperor. Okay. For some of you, you're looking into I'm almost getting like old texts. The Emperor being like a wise sage in the past. I mean, I kind of hope, you know, what it should have been, for what I'm picturing in my head, it should have been the Hermit. I'm kind of looking at text by wise leaders. Leaders, that's the one. That's what I wanted. So maybe you're looking into learning philosophy from, you know, leaders in the past. Crossing you is the High Priestess with the 7 of Swords. You've always had this intuitive ability, but it's been blocked or misused in the past. Not necessarily misused in a bad way, but you know, we can block our own intuition for many things with what we eat, what we drink. So I kind of feel like it's been self-sabotage to a certain degree. But again, you're coming away from that, because the root of the matter is the Queen of Cups. This is the ability to channel. This is the ability to see things from a higher perspective. Is with the 4 of Cups. There's a gift coming in from the universe here. The gift of knowledge, gift of seeing things. The recent past is the 3 of Cups with the 2 of Pentacles. So I almost get like there's up and down energy between you and this friendship group, this person that you've reconciled with. You are the twins, and I'm getting whoever I'm talking to here. In the past, within your friendship groups, I kind of picturing that you've got quite a number of different people, and you're a different person to depending on who you were talking to. And I kind of feel like that's what you're releasing now. What you want is a 10 of Wands with judgment. You want all the things of the past to be judged well, and time to come down the hill. Judgment is about making decisions, and the right decisions, and passing karmic tests, moving forward. You know, hearing the trumpets ready for moving on to the world. You know, Judgment is card 20, World is 21, complete cycles. What's coming in is the 2 of Pentacles with the 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords is a card of release, you know, self-imprisonment type of thing. And with this 2 of Pentacles being the same as the 2 of Pentacles with the 3 of Cups, I think you're releasing yourself from that. You know, releasing yourself from feeling like you have to be another person to whoever you're just talking with, if that makes sense. How you see yourself is a 4 of Cups with the 4 of Pentacles. 2 4s here, you're becoming grounded. 44, you may see a lot. 44, 4 4 and 4 4 4. It's, you know, it's the angels communicating with you, saying that you're on the right path. There may be disappointments in regards to finances at the moment, at the beginning. But depending how you worked through the 8th house of, you know, other people's money, taxes, that type of thing, will depend on how you feel in that point. How other people see you is the 9 of Swords with Temperance. Sagittarius energy here. For some of you, you may get a lot of people asking advice in the future, because they've seen you go through the dark night of the soul, but they've seen you come away the other side. Temperance is the angel, it's the light, chasing away the dark. So you may find a lot of people actually asking you for advice in the future. So the advice is the King of Swords with the Queen of Cups. Again, sees things from a higher perspective, and the root of the matter is the Queen of Cups here. She's seeing things from a higher level. She's, you know, attaining knowledge from somewhere that isn't visible to the naked eye. You know, It's all about channeling guidance from the universe and believing in that. Going into the 8th house, going into the 9th house, sorry, a lot of these things will be tested in your head, and you'll be starting to see the bigger picture. The Page of Pentacles, the Fool, and the 7 of Cups is clarified by the 10 of Wands, the 9 of Cups, and the 6 of Pentacles. So there's going to be wish fulfillment, there's going to be balance brought in regards to finances, possibly. But this reinvention comes with the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is a card of overburden, like I mentioned earlier, but I kind of feel like this is just here to reference what you want and what I spoke of earlier, coming down the hill. So that's the outcome. Your advice at the moment is to stay on top of the hill and see everything for now, but the outcome is when you do all that and you reinvent yourself, then you start coming down the mountain. Beautiful. There you go, Gemini. There's going to be tests of faith, tests of friendships, but ultimately you're going to come out on top. You're going to reinvent yourself, and you're going to have a brand new start with the Fool here. Bringing balance to situations, releasing yourself from behaviours where you have to try and fit in to depend on who you're talking to. Okay. So standouts, we have Sagittarius, Aries, strong Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. But we've got Cups, we've got Wands, we've got Swords, we've got Pentacles, everybody's here. Those are your standouts though. So there you go, Gemini. Look after yourselves. Yeah, 8th house is probably the toughest, so, and you've come away from that. So now it's about, you know, utilising some mental exploration and seeing what path you want to take before you move into the 10th house, which is, you know, finding a career that really sets your soul on fire. Alright, take care. Thank you for following the channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye.